West Bay, San Luis Pass, coming at you. All right, when we get the vocals up and running here, we'll do a little original vibe for you. All right, all right, all right. Gonna sing you. I said I call out my elementary school music teacher who told me, "Quit singing, honey. Don't sing. Just pretend you're singing. You mess everybody up," she said. 25 years later, I met a little girl who told me she played the flute in first grade. That same music teacher said, "Quit playing the flute, honey. You're no good." I said, "In first grade, you're no good, huh, Julie?" Anyhow, so I want to thank that music teacher for telling me no, because that's about all I ever did was what they told me not to do. So anyhow, here's a little song put in perspective for you. Are we good on the vocals? All right. Story songs. Songs from story. I guess I should preface this. I'm 15 years old, maybe 16, in my Aunt Carolyn's driveway behind the old Goodyear blimp base at Hallsworth in Spring, Texas. It's no longer there. It's a Home Depot and a Lowe's now. But there was a time it was the Goodyear blimp base. And I was out in her front yard there in Bending Bow neighborhood in front of Enchanted Oaks, where, by the way, the first hydroponic store was opened in Houston some 40 years ago. And quickly moved from there into Houston. But not to digress, this was a magical time. Anyway, I found these 7 or 8 chords, and I remember really liking them, but I didn't know what to do with them at that time. So I remembered them, and I guess 15 years ago or so, put some lyrics to them. And So I guess from the beginning to the end, it might be the longest tune I've ever stumbled for. But it goes like this, man. From then till now, from now to who knows. So many memories when I was 9 years old in Del Rio, looking through the scope of a Seiko, fixing to back my first buck deer. Sometimes me and Paul, we hunted down in Mexico, busting coveys of quail, sure fed ourselves right well. Just down on the coast, stringers of redfish and speckled trout, oysters upon the reef, the freshest shrimp in our mouth. He was the son of a pirate. He grew upon the lagoon of Madre, walked the sand dunes of Padre, before the causeway, and the stories of the old timers crouching upon their knees, catching snook in the twilight, straight from the beach. Just a few tales from my youth here upon the Texas Gulf Coast, in a wild game haven, an outdoorsman's paradise. And I only wish my grandchildren could know it like their great grandpa did, when it was regulation free, before the refinery tried to pollute it all. That's the smell of money, boy. Don't worry about that. Okay, about 100 miles northwest of Austin with the Llano River. And I got to run the creek beds as if they were my backyard for 20 years. And I found a book while I was out there. And the book turned into a song. Now, it's hard to represent the entire book in a song, but we did what we could. I'm going to sing it for you now. I hope you'll take a trip with us back to 1870 Texas. A little song called That Brave. In 1870, a German mama's sons got stole. Heard her youngest daughters cry, oh no, there they go, Apaches in the hills of Tay. Hey, 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 Exes. Now the chief was tough and smart. He raised one as his own. Taught him tricks and trade and things no white man's ever known. And he grew the bravest of the brave. Hey, 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 hey. And old Herman, he did ride Apache trails, lay Monroe. Truly the freest of all men. Wished I could have been that brave. Wished I could have been that brave. Now the early days were hard, 'cause they gave him all the tough jobs down to the bee caves, lowered by a rope to fetch their honey. He's charmer of the bee. And out on a raid one night, me later wrote, came across a man pretending to guard the wagon trains, but fast asleep. So they rousted him with an arrow. And old Herman, he still rides Apache trails, the Lemon Roughs. Truly the freest of all men. Wished I could have been that brave. 9 years among the Indians. On the reservation, in a drunken brawl, he killed their medicine man. Yes, he broke Apache law. He notched his arrow. He laid that devil low. Oh, 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 oh. But from that moment on now, he was on the run for avenging his chief's death, like a true native son would have done. Now he's wild, free, and on the run. And old Herman, he still rides Apache trails to lay Monroe. Truly the freest of all men. Read all about it in 9 years with the Indian. 9 years with the Indian. Read all about it in 9 years with the Indian. 9 years among the Indians. Never thought of that much as a dance tune until one night in 2008, playing at the Balinese Room in Galveston, Texas. Man, that room erupted into dance. of a tribal kind. Forever, forever I'll know that truly that is a dance song under the right circumstances. And we never play that song before we go on break because every time we did, a barroom brawl would break out. So we had to follow that song up with several to appease, if you will, to keep the peace. It became evident after a few times that was sadly true. Anyhow, welcome out there on the other side of this camera, wherever you may be. Hope you're finding a little peace, a little quiet, somehow. Because there's lots of bad vibes out there trying to bring you down, steal your peace, take your joy. Got to find a quiet spot sometimes. And get some sleep. It's sweet as water. Let's see here. I got a little story song. Kind of put it in perspective here. Sight of a blue norther, just 20 minutes from town, is a sight I would most certainly miss if home wasn't here in Texas, catching speckled trout on the coast with my dad, bringing smiles to grandma's face over Beaumont Way. I got surfing in Ken and Corpus, family in San Antone. I got friends all over Houston. You see, Texas, she's home. And these are just a few things I'd most certainly miss if I could not make my home right here in Texas. From South Padre to Big Bend, on east to the Texas pines, just climb a bluff in the hill country and feel what you see. These are just a few things I'd most certainly miss if I could not make my home right here in Texas. Sure, it's warm in the summer and the clouds seem so low, but it's well worth the price if you've ever seen Houston on ice. I mean, imagine a world which you could not say you all. No street dances, no two-step romances, like they say, no place but Texas. The new and old sound of Texas right here on the Gulf Coast Hour, the after dinner show. I'm your host, Red Eye Carl DeCure. I was going to be a songwriter at 12 years old, right? Somewhere along the way, I got addicted to performance. So I quit pitching tunes and started singing them. And what a wonderful, colorful way to entertain yourself. I've saved myself millions of dollars. So whatever that means, it's in my smile, man. Don't roll me up and smoke me when I'm gone. Don't do it. Well, they will. They'll cremate me once, but that's all right. It goes around, comes around. I did it to those before me, and I guess it'll be the Indian way for me. Anyhow, back in the 1600s, I don't know if it had terms like insurance yet, right? What freedom? Okay, this is the No Politics Hour show, reminding myself here. We come here to get away from that stuff, get away from the TV and the media. Would you believe it? 3 years ago, I would have told you I was addicted to YouTube. I watched it 20 hours a day for a couple of years. I studied things far and wide. And I have not watched any TV in 3 years, not any news broadcast. I don't know anything about COVID, but somehow I know about it all. I guess I have a few places where I visit with friends and they bring me up to spec. But I threw the TV out, one bad commercial too many, and that was it. I gave it the boot. Might have shot it too, but that's for another forum. Anyway, so I've been TV free. No news, no commercials. Maybe an occasional 740 radio down here on the Gulf Coast. Um, and it's been a real nice break, man. I went into another part of the planet to study some wonderful things, and I'm back now. I'm almost ready to pay a little more per month. I'm paying $30 a month on a phone bill down here. I might upgrade and start watching a little more PR. PR, as they call it. They said propaganda was such a stigmatized word, they had to find a new word, and that new word was public relations. Wow. I shouldn't have told that to my daughter. She was so happy. She said, Father, I'm going to get a job in public relations. And what do I say? I say that. I should have said, good for you, Anna. I'm so happy, man. I want a job in PR. Get me one. No, I got to say propaganda, okay. All right, moving along here. Here's a little happier tune for you. Building that bonfire now for days. Finally, we're gonna light her off in a blaze. Lots of good friends are coming from all around for all the homegrown and the good old Texas sound. Cause soon the music's gonna play all night till the break of day. And soon the music's gonna say, I love you 10,000 ways. I love you 10,000 ways. One thing I can say about Houston, that's true. Nothing else, she's been a great big music school. Everybody sitting in circles, picking on guitar, sharing the latest licks from the biggest star. Cause soon the music's gonna play all night till the break of day. And soon the music's gonna say, I love you 10,000 ways. I love you 10,000 ways. But soon the music's gonna play all night till the break of day. And soon the music's gonna say, I love you 10,000 ways. I love you 10,000 ways. I love you 10,000 ways. little Houston original for me there, man. I love you 10,000 ways. Now, you got to protect your ears because when you're 12 years old, you're going to be a songwriter. Like must have been the CIOP intention because we all were going to be songwriters. It's at my age of 12 somehow. I tell you, it was a phenomenon. I witnessed. I'm still trying to make sense of. But anyway, I'm a particular kind of a, if I think somebody's written about something, I'll leave it alone. So I was very grateful that I had such a shallow life musically speaking, that is, that I had not heard Lefty Frizzell's song, I Love You a Thousand Ways, before I wrote this one. Because if I'd heard that, I would never have said, I love you 10,000 ways. It's not a competition, okay? It's like, I'm on my way to Austin when I hear Lefty Frizzell's song, I Love You a Thousand Ways, written from a jail cell. Doesn't surprise me, but lots of good songs are. When I heard that, I like to fell out the car because I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, I thought I had this original tune, I Love You 10,000 Ways, And then I hear that song. And all I remember thinking was, I'm so glad I didn't hear that song until after I'd written mine, because I would never have written mine had I heard that song, because it wouldn't have been original enough for me. Because I'm picky, particular, raised by a Taurus man named Coleman, just out of control. Anyway, moving along, a plug for Pop there. You know what? The first album, he comes to me, this man named Coleman says, Wade Fisherman Galore says, extraordinaire, I should say, says to me, son, I can't believe it. There's actually a song on here that I like. Okay, thanks, Dad, okay, but in retrospect, here's the one. And it was born from many and many, many a long night in a guitar circle. It should have been 5 guitar players less, okay? And the guy comes back to San Antonio and says, hey, Carl, remember that song you used to do in that circle with us all the time? And by and large, I had forgotten that. And he brings up this song that I had written, in amongst a room full of people with picks. Huh? And it's not such a bad thing. I'm just, that's it's a sense of humor there. An attempt at humor, if you will. You guys want to use picks, man, it's a good, clean sound. Go on and use it. Try to get some made from hemp soon and send me some. I'd like a hemp-made pick. Mr. Nelson, maybe this is up to you because I don't see nobody else wanting to do it. Maybe I should do it, but I need some money. I don't need money. It's the root of all evil, huh? I'm playing for tips over here. See my guitar case? I got a couple of 50s and a couple of 20s, a couple of 10s, a whole lot of ones. We're actually online busking, in case you wondered. We're online busking tonight. We'll sing you this song. If you're moved, give what you can. Otherwise, take what you need. But this little song called Got a Cold surprised my father with it on the first album. Said he liked it. I gotta go. I gotta roll on out of here. Wanna find my way. West Coast Pacific Highway. We're gonna fly. We're gonna fly too damn high. As the story goes, our wings would melt and crash down earth felt. We're gonna see. Try and make those no train. It's the only thing helps my baby dance and sing. gotta roll on out of here. Wanna find our way. West Coast Pacific Highway, we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly to Narnia. See, we never wanna die. We want to live 8 consecutive lives. We're gonna see. Try and make those notes ring. It's the only thing helps my baby shake that sweet thing. Gotta go. What I call them pirates. Some songs you really miss the drummer and bass player, a horn player, keyboard player, harmonica player, piano man, or gal, you know. Anyway, here's one I love to do live. It's hard to do without a band. Now, last Monday night, I sang some songs that are really hard to do with the band, but this one here, you almost don't want to do it without the band. But I love these chords. I don't know how I cut trail on them, tripped, fell over. Still playing them today, but I'm glad they got my way. Here we are for another Thursday night. The moon's on the wane, but the stars shining bright. I can hear your voice, I just can't see your face. We're spinning fast now, surely we're getting close. I'd be rolling blind, I would not for the Holy Ghost. Thank you for the guiding light. Hi, 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 hi. So we're going to fly high, 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 straight for the sun. So past the eagles on that long, lonesome run. Surf and chant so the angels can dance. When you're young, you get a lot of bad habits. Live long enough, you grow out of a few of them. Along the trail in Bryan College Station, on a wayward path, I made a wayward son who said his uncle learned firsthand from Willie how to play the song. So right away, I start paying attention. Class is in, right? I'm going to college, but I'm studying guitar. So go figure. Anyhow, man. So I memorized this note for note. And I never ran into Willie with a guitar to say, hey, is this right? Secondhand information through a guitar. That'd be fun to check it out one day. Actually, like 4 guitar players later, I guess I learned it. But I think it's right. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Perhaps you'll remember, or perhaps you won't. A little song called Sioux City Sue. I drove a herd of cattle down from old Nebraska way. That's how I come to be in the state of Iowa. Met a gal in Iowa. Her eyes are big and blue. Asked her what her name was. She said Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue. Swap my horse and dog for you, Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue. There ain't no gal as true as my sweet Sioux City Sue. Asked her if she had a beau. She said yes, quite a few. Still, I started courting my sweet Sioux City Sue. The first time that I stole a kiss, I caught her stealing too. I asked her if she loved me. She said, indeed I do. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue. Swap my horse and dog for you, Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. There ain't no gal as true as my sweet Sioux City Sue. Well, we heard the news yesterday. Mr. Dusty Hill passed away. Bass player of ZZ Top here in Houston, Texas. And anyway, I reviewed some of my picking from last Monday night here. And I had to admit, Carl, you're country music. I can play rock and roll, I can play blues, and I can play country. But I guess to me, it's all the blues. Because if you just take one note, it's lonely. So it's all the blues to me, whether it's country, rock, or blues. Just get the respect out there. So Mr. Spare Time and some of the others here in town, It's all the blues, no matter what I'm singing or playing. So if it's country, well, then it's country. If it's blues, well, it's blues. If it's rock, well, it's rock. But it's all blues to me. Now, there's some lyrics waiting to get out in a structured way at some point in the future. But anyhow, um, I say that as I'm going to sing you probably the most country song ZZ Top ever did. So, in honor of Mr. Dusty Hill and all that they've given, this goes out to you. Thanks for sharing this on your Tejas album with the rest of us here in the civilian world. She used to drive a beat up pickup down around San Antone, stealing the hearts of every guy in town, including the one I own. A sweet young thing, 17, taken with the lovesick blues. Just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed picture of sin, looking for someone to use. She's a lover and fighter. She's a wild bull rider. And I'm wondering why she left me such a long time ago. She's a heartbreaker. She's a love taker. And she can break your heart and take all the love she needs. Well, I heard she got down in Beaumont, wound up in El Paso, where she was tough as a boot, thin as a rail, and she could step to the Cotton Eye Joe. And if you ever got a chance to meet her, slip in and get her while you can, 'cause before too long she'll be good as gone and running with another man. She's a lover and fighter. She's a wild bull rider. And I'm wondering why she left me such a long time ago. She's a heartbreaker. She's a love taker. She break your heart and take all the love she needs. Rest in peace, Mr. Hill. Man, the most rarely sung song I probably have put to a phonograph machine would be this one here. What do you do when you got the blues? Have you a friend to lean on when everything's gone wrong? What do you do when you got the blues? As for me, I grab this guitar, pick and sing, try to push those blues far, far, far. What do you do when you got the blues? Have you a friend to lean on when everything's gone wrong? What do you do when you got the blues? Have a smile I'd like to share with you, and we can lose these blues one day. Next time I'm feeling lonely, let me shout your number. And the next time that you're feeling sad, just give me a call, and I'll come running on over, and we can love our blues away. 'Cause the world is young, and sky eyes are blue, and lady, I just want to love you. What do you do when you got the blues? Have you a friend to lean on when everything's gone wrong? Well, it was not very often done, but recorded looking back, it was a fun little number. Probably a little happy for me. I'm kind of a little too serious when I shouldn't be. And probably not serious enough when I should be. I had some calibrating to do. And calibrating I shall do. Because Texas music must go on out to the world, irregardless of the Nazis and all the stage blocks that exist on the planet. They can just move the heck out of the way. Move, be gone, just park. We're going to do this again next Monday night, 7 to 10 here at the Magnificent Production Studio. Father, daughter, and son team, and Happy Dog too. One day we're going to bring animal therapy to you from this room. But I say all that to say that if you're in the Houston area, you want to come out during recording, and you have a nylon string guitar that plugs up. Most every song I've written was on a nylon string, but I went through an insecure moment about 17, 18 years ago. I had 20 guitars, and I felt as though I couldn't really play even one. I thought, this is upside down. So I began to shed guitars, like, just shoo, 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 and I thought one day I'll have one guitar and I'll play the heck out of it. Well, I like to think, hey, I'm closer to that day than I ever was, but I'm down to one guitar. And much as I like it, I got this in Provo, Utah. Houston kid sitting outside, unaware there was a basement full of more G&Ls than I'd seen in all of Houston, Texas. And after 2 hours playing on a nylon string, one of two up in the piano room, somebody walks up and says, son, have you seen the basement? And I'm like, Eureka, what do you mean basement? I'm from Houston. Basement? So I stumbled down the stairs, and this is wall-to-wall G&L guitars, a bigger display room that exists in Houston still to this day. bigger than Guitar Center, as I recall, in the basement. So I bought this green G&L on a credit card I had, and man, we'll sing you that song. It spurred a song. Oh, and back to finish the point. If you have a nylon string guitar, whether you really play it or you really don't, bring it here to the studio and I'll play it live. You can hear it. I'd like to hear it. I'm down to one guitar, and suddenly I realized that ain't right either. 20 was too many for me 20 years ago. One right now, it even bores me. So until I get a nylon string, bring one out to the show here. We'll get your number. Send us a comment in the comment section. Oh, yeah. 3 years ago, I remember people would say things like, hit the bell if you like it. Then you'll know when we go live again. You can join us again live. We'd love to have you. I love to play these notes on a nylon string guitar. Anyway, that time we were driving across country, me and the mother of my daughter. We were on a mission, man, to live like Bonnie and Clyde without the crime, huh? And we did. We cut across. Willie Nelson playing in Denver that time. I got to visit with Paul English, and he said, "What are y'all doing?" And I looked at him and said, "We're driving across country, just having a good time, and not doing anything." He said, "What we want to do?" And he just looked at me so perplexed. I don't think it was an answer he normally got. He was used to one city folk, I'm sure. And there he was passing through, and I'm out of control asking for a cigarette of sorts. And it wasn't legal in Denver back then. And, that was only 95, 96. But we left in a huff. Hot-headed little kid that I'm trying to tame yet. Anyhow, we left, and so we ended up in Provo, Utah, after crossing the mountain and going through Utah and shooting the old 30-30 and listening to it. Wow, 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 across all the canyons out there. Oh, they'd love to have me back, wouldn't they? Anyhow, it spurred this song here. He was just past 27 and she was barely 19. Back when they had just first met, looking for sights unseen. So they took to the open road with a wad of cash, man to below. Now her folks was quite right mad, but they was free and beyond glad. So on and on they flew, ignoring what others just thought they knew. A lovely young team of two, adding on to what they knew. Now it seemed he had an endless, and it always turned. So they bought tickets for two on a Royal Caribbean cruise. And they set sail on the monarch of seas, birthday suits under palm trees, skinny dipping paradise. Hey man, it was a living nice. I skinned nobody for nothing, but days and nights full of red hot loving. Man, if you could stop time, don't you know? They stopped it on the dime. all blues to me. Hey, through Houston, past Santa Fe, and that West Coast went all the way. Past Denver and the snow in Vail. In Provo, Utah, they bought a green GNL. In Idaho, well, they got stopped. Not once, but twice by the cops. Found sand dunes on the coast of Oregon, some of the finest under the sun. South on Highway 101, a haunted hotel in Bend, Oregon. All night long they had to pray and pray, but they made Northern California the very next day. You guys remember that vibe from last Monday night? I said that was a gift from the mountains in Golden, Colorado. That lick right there. Truly it was. It just vibrated right up through my guitar. It couldn't help it. I've been intrigued, and from that lick there, it has inspired so many more. Even this one. I fly so high. Lately I've been flying alone. So I'm thinking for a lady. She just might want to fly along. Wanna go places we've never seen, knowing that we cannot live forever. There's a sense of urgency. Won't you come and fly with me? Boy, it's one of them songs you really miss the band. I almost wouldn't sing it without the band, except in this circumstance, I just really wanted to sing it. We flew so high. Time now that we must cross alone. Always thank you for your sweet time. Singing about you in harmony meter and rhyme. Well, let's see. When we got guitars banned from Pearland High School in 1983, I believe it was me and Tommy Luna and guitar junkie Jimmy would carry. Each of us had acoustic guitars. Now, mind you, I had just come from going to school in downtown Houston, where there was actually a class called Guitar 101, where there was 50 acoustics across the tabletops. And everybody would tune. In that class, we'd play to a record of Lion Eyes, 40 guitars strumming, semi-tuned guitars strumming, 40 deep in a room. But it was encouraged. So I was carrying a guitar around. I tell you, I would carry my acoustic around. And if you looked at it between the ages of 14 and 17, and I saw you look at it, I'd put it in your hands just to learn what you knew because I was a magnet for all things guitar. I'd take it to bed with me, because I was 12 years old. I was going to be a songwriter, right? Anyhow, so there we go. We're 15. We take our acoustic to school. We meet two other comrades, and we're sitting around having guitar class. There'd be 7 or 8 of us, and we'd have 3 guitars, and we'd pass it around. We'd all share what we knew with the group. And we did it before school, during lunch, and even after school. Well, here we are one day in class, and morning announcement comes on. The principal says, there will be no more guitars on campus. And so me and everybody in class, we all look at this guitar laying next to my desk like this evil thing has been banned. And I just grinned real big, looked at everybody. I'd only been in Pearland High School for a couple of months. I was a newcomer. Got busted a couple of times there and got the hell out of Pearland as fast as I could. And I moved out to 1960, where I finished in Spring Independent School District and continued to play my guitar without that principal ever seeing me again or telling me I couldn't play guitar like that schoolroom teacher told me I couldn't sing. I might not be playing if it wasn't for y'all too. Thank you very much. Because I enjoy doing what others say I cannot do. Yes, believe it's true. So it all goes back to song for me. And I guess I was an angry young man. No more so than any other, probably. Probably less so than others, actually. Okay, how about a love song? We'll get off a better topic. A love song. The world was on fire and no one would save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. No, I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. No, I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. What a wicked thing to do, make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, he never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, to make me feel this way. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. Had to calm down there. I was amping up on y'all, talking all kinds of political nonsense. Fixing to sing political nonsense too. I'm glad I stopped that. So here's a brighter topic. Thank you, Lord, for our blue skies. Thank you for compassionate tears in my eyes. Thank you for such a night sky. Endless starry reasons why. There's a song sung from the heart. Tears of joy cry from the eye. Simply in hopes of a smile from my lips. You think we could do this? Thank you, Lord, for our green trees. Thank you for hopes and dreams. Thank you for returning Marines. With these are many more reasons why. There's a song sung from the heart. Tears of joy cried from the eye. Simply in hopes of a smile from my lips. You think they could do this? Thank you, Lord, for our white clouds and for rainy days too. 'Cause rainy days hold many of the melodies of bringing song from the heart. Tears of joy cry from the eye. Simply in hopes of a smile from my lips. You think we could do this? Well, it's been a much more of a mellow Red Eye Carl after dinner show this spontaneous Thursday evening. But out of inspiration to an inspired soul who caught me at the stage,
Masterpiece Productions.
Masterpiece Productions, family running on. I'm telling you, it's a model for America. How you get rid of the Nazis, replace them with live music.
Also, we can record here, multi-track record.
We're getting it live from the boss here.
And
Thank you, James, for having me.
you're welcome.
And we'll do one more and close it out here. It's a little song that inspired a fan to meet me at the stage. Sonny Bags said, "Son, keep singing that one. You'll be the only one," he said. 3 chords and the truth. So we'll leave you tonight with 3 chords and the truth. We shouldn't forget, 'cause it wasn't long ago. We sailed the ocean, formed a country of our own. We got free, thumbed our noses at the throne. Thrones got mad, secret society vowed and planned. One day they'd live to see free Americans brought down to their knees. Treason, treason, they're selling us out. Treason, treason, oldest trick in town. Treason, treason, best not let your guard down. So ring the bell if you're familiar with that. Can't believe I'm saying those words. 3 years later, I'm saying ring the bell. And then when we go live, you'll know. You'll be the first to come to the Red Eye Carl show. Until next time, wishing you well. Peace, love, and joy. Turn the TV off if you need to find some peace. God bless and good night from Houston, Texas. Somewhere in the belly of the beast. We are here. Don't get abducted. Taking a break there. What time we got?
It's 8:30.
Oh, well, I guess it is a slight break. I should have made that more clear. I thought you were letting me know.
Oh, that's what I thought you were
Oh,
thinking.
now,
I was,
might as well break down. Sure.
can we take a break?
Yeah.
This thing's still on.
Yeah. Oh, That's what we're discovering here in the Majestic Production Studio. And I can hear it in this beautiful white guitar here that they let me play. So, offline, I was sharing a story, and something I wanted to share with you all. My son texted me from Lafayette, Louisiana, the other day. Him and his gal were out there, I suppose, rolling around. He brought back some alligator tenderloins. When I got out of the studio last Monday night here, playing for you guys for 3 hours. And tonight again, another 3 hour show. We're just playing from the heart, picking and grinning, making music because we want to, not because we have to. Masterpiece Productions right here. Cues, bring me lots and lots of cues. So anyway, we're reading this alligator after our 3 hour session here at Masterpiece Productions last Monday night, the Red Eye Carl after dinner show. And I said, son, have you seen Gator? An old movie on YouTube. It was free. It was Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed. Now, Jerry Reed was the eclectic guitar player from Louisiana, and he played Bama McCall in this movie. And it's a great movie. And my son had just gotten back. I said, you want to see what the swamps look like? Let's watch that, man. And they went down in there. And sure enough, he had an old shallow running boat, much like my son's grandfather Coleman had. Kicked the rooster tail out, running about a foot of water, man, hauling ass. And then say he got away from the federales, didn't he? In the movie even. So anyway, if you're looking for an old-timey classic, I recommend Gator. It's got that Louisiana sound. Mr. Jerry Reed, his better days when they were both so... House guitar here sounds pretty good. What can I say? We flew so high. Can't believe I must already wrap my mind around goodbye. I heard you say I made you feel so good. I'll take those words over 100. I love you. Ooh, there's more to the picture than meets the eye. Like looking up to the stars right through our moonlit sky. He taught me to believe nothing of what I hear, only half of what I see. I'm only seeing it from here. Like our forefathers, we too all must find our way beyond the skies to that uncloudy day. There's more to the picture than meets the eye, like howling up to the stars right through our moonlit sky. I'm leaving you, baby. Hardest thing to do. You mistook as weakness my kindness toward you. And now but visions of you dancing through my mind. Guess you just don't want nobody who might ever treat you kind. There's more to the picture than meets the eye, like howling up to the stars right through our moonlit sky. Man, sure want to thank Masterpiece Productions here for letting me come in here, providing me a place to come and just pick my heart out, because I'd be playing 3 or 4 hours somewhere, and you know, less safe places, you might say. I'm making tips in downtown Austin. I mean, really, a car case full of tips, and I'm fixing to leave, and this homeless lad sitting next to me, and he says, "Now, sir, when you leave, be real careful. Don't get jumped out there, because they just jump somebody, you know." And I'm like, "Well, thank you for the warning, you know." "No, I'm really, man, be careful, he says, you know. "Well, thank you for the warning, young man. I did. I made it out of there. And I get up to Pootie's in Spicewood, and somebody says, "Oh, man, we don't go into Austin, man. We don't go south of such and such, you know." I'm like, "Well, I'll be in Galveston this weekend." They just look at me, you know, kind of like, let's see, I hadn't been on TV in so long. Does they still do the Truth Network on 90.1 with who's the host of that? Let's see, we'll send this one out to you, sir. It's and they roll their own. Take a break from Murray, oh yeah. They plan to spend all morning at home, 'cause they're all smoke and song. Like young Marley, they're all Rostamon. Since they're free, then let's all be free, 'cause they're all smoke and song. Got 9 calls already this morning. Looks like today said just fine. They miss tribal days, miss Apache ways. No more than a day's worry for them, 'cause they're all smoke and songs. Like young Marley, they're all Rostamon. Since they're free, then let's all be free, 'cause they're all smoke and songs. Lord, help them down here in Houston. See, it's all Republican. Throw your ass in jail for no more reason than just because they can. And we're all smoke and songs. Like young Marley, we're all Rostamon. Since we're free, then let's all be free, 'cause I'm all smoke and song. Well, they burn it out in Hawaii, take it with guns here in LA. Maybe 'cause nice folks smoke don't need no bombs. Would not ever support that way. And they're all smoking songs. Like young Marley, they're all Rostamon. Since they're free, then let's all be free, 'cause we're all smoking songs. Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue sky do I see. Bluebird singing a song, nothing but blue sky from now. Never saw the day, heard along. When you're in love, my time flies by. Blue day, all of them gone. Oh, nothing but blue sky from now. It may be the twilight hour here, a majestic production. Not majestic, I'm sorry. This is Masterpiece Productions. What a breakthrough. It reminds me of these chords. You can't go back in time and find new chords, right? You can find new chords from now till tomorrow, but you can't go back and rediscover something. And so I think, have I put lyrics? Have I recorded everything? Am I up to date? Well, here's a piece I'll just share with you guys. It never got finished, if you will. I always thought it would be something nice, but yet have I written lyrics? I put a bridge or anything like that. So it's wide open. And you use out there on Lake Erie. It's wide open. Anyhow, okay, going out on a good little number here. I just thought about it. One of my heroes, Mr. Johnny Rivers, came through town, and I was young enough to give me a bona fide guitar lesson. And so Johnny Rivers says, summer rain taps at my window, west wind soft as a sweet dream. My love warm as the sunshine, setting here by me. She's here by me. She stepped out of a rainbow, golden hair shining like moonglow, warm lips soft as her soul, sitting here by me. She's here by me. We sailed into the sunset, got swept up by a Gulf Stream, never gave no thought for tomorrow. Let tomorrow be. Let tomorrow be. All summer long we spent grooving in the sand. All summer long we spent grooving in the sand. Everybody kept on playing Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Thank you very much for coming out hanging with us on the After Dinner Show with Red Eye Carl, Albert DeCour, Houston, Texas. Telephone performing Texas songwriter, Red Eye Carl, signing out. You guys, I hope you got home safe. Wherever you leave to, make it back safe. And we'll catch, ring the bell so you know when we come back, play a little more guitar for you, because pretty soon it's going to happen. You know, we're going to come across a vibration we like, and I'm going to show you how to write a song with no paper and pen, burn it straight to the memory. If it's worth something to you and you want to keep it. I love the freedom of writing without the pen, and it will happen. See y'all soon. God bless and good night.
Really good shoe. Really good shoe.
Elbow. Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you for that.
I shared it on my Facebook, so many people would watch that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They banned me from Facebook. I love that. They can't keep me off of there. They try to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zane. Where's Zane? No, I just need to turn off the streaming. Yeah.